bringing up the area here. Come on, let's get me on here. This is Dr. Norbert calling you from London as we head into Christmas. Look who's here. It's Santa Claus. Hello, Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
Swedish Santa Claus is here to play with us tonight. Fantastic. Are you going to stick around to co-host with me on this Eurovision stream?
Don't mind if I do, Norbert. Have you been nice this year? Or have you been naughty?
It depends on who you're asking.
List.
Welcome, everybody. This is Dr. Norbert and the Dr. Norbert and the Huggy Bear Show. That is the Huggy Bear, and we are streaming probably our last show of the year because we will be going into the Christmas break just after this is over. So we are really grateful that you came along to watch us tonight as we stream week 3, I think it is, week 3 of the 8th Eurovision Wong TTS League. Tonight we have Liam Watt from the cold north of Scotland. He will be playing Red Skull 3 Cabal list, and he'll be in blue. Okay, sure, is his name. Meanwhile, we've got Pastrami, Johnny Pastrami from Wisconsin, but playing in the European League as always. And he will be playing a mixture of Dark Dimension and Web Warriors. So let's see what the boys brought with them tonight. Wong has a rule where they lock in their rosters until you lose. So we'll have to see. These guys are both undefeated, so they've been locked in with these rosters. Okay, Johnny.
Two very, very competent players.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this match. Old Prisky is actually Pastrami. He's got Baron Zima 1. He's got Black Cat. He's got Dormammu. Dracula, yeah. Ghost Spider, Toad, Miles Morales, Spectacular Spider-Man, Silver Sable, awesome. I just painted her up, and Shang-Chi, who I also just painted up. Amazing. Tactics.
Very curious about the Silver Sable there.
Me too. I hope he plays her. All webbed up. Aunt May's Wheat Cakes becoming more popular nowadays with the new releases coming out. Brace for Impact, Chi Mastery, of course. Dark Restoration, yep. Patch Up, Recal, Spider Tracker, Survival, and Warpath. All right. Let me quickly go over Huggy Bear before we go any further and see what Liam's brought with him tonight, see how close it is to the classic Red Skull 3 roster these days. We've got Namor. We've got Loki 1. Dracula. Nice. Bob. Hello, Bob. Baron Zemo 1. Nebula, Pyro, Red Skull 3, Winter Soldier 2? No, Winter Soldier 1.
Winter Soldier 1.
Yeah. And then Thanos with Space Mind Gem, I'm going to imagine. Yeah, Space Mind Gem. And cards. Survival, Sold Out Activated, okay. Sacrifice, Recal, Pyrotechnics, Prince's Protection, I Am a Baron After All, Dark Rain, Cosmic Obliteration, and Brace for Impact. There we go. All right. Let me tell the gentlemen that they are free to start. Oops. What did I do? What just happened?
I don't know.
No, it's me. I did something bad, though. I deleted somebody. Which is not good. Pastrami.
Not me, I hope.
No. There we go. Why don't you tell everybody what you think about those rosters while I tell these guys?
I am quite curious about Pastrami's Dark Webs roster here.
Yeah.
He's not. It differs slightly from the sort of popularized versions of Web Warriors lists nowadays. Most of them have two cost characters in them. He's only running 1 in Toad. But then he has had Shang-Chi, Silver Sable, Dormammu, and Dracula, who sound very interesting. I mean, both Dracula and Silver Sable, I can see a clear argument for with Dormammu, given that they get to utilize their very interesting superpowers in a much more effective way with the extra power from Dormammu. Silver Sable in particular, who can use Shot Caller to move around Dormammu himself to start doing damage to stuff. Not sure when he puts that down. Probably on slow scoring E crises. This is not what we're playing today, though. Apparently, we're playing Scoundrels and Hammers.
Yeah. So real
which
quick,
is
Pastrami had Prio, and so chose his secure. So that is a Pastrami secure, which is super powered Scoundrels, as you mentioned. Liam drew Fear Grips, and Liam chose 18 Threat out of the two. And a quick shout out to Mike DeLuca. Thank you so much for making us a new map. Fisk Logistics is a great theme, and he's in the chat tonight, and he's already thrilled about the rosters that are here tonight. So people are excited. So go on, carry on.
I had the pleasure of getting smashed last round in the Eurovision Wong contest. Sorry, Jim Gradwell. By Liam Watt, very Cabal roster here. And in that game, we also played 18 points, and then he played Red Skull 3, Thanos, Winter Soldier, and Steamo 1. Let's see if he elects to go down the same route here.
All right, let's take a look at the map real quick. We've got on the bottom right a size 5. Whoa, Mike DeLuca, what are you smoking over there in California? Size 5, all good in the corner here. He with a size 3 next to it. Size 2 forklift, size 1 lamp, I'd assume. Yep. Fist building, size 4. Then in the middle, we've got size 3, size 3, size 2, and a size 4. So keep in mind, Liam was able to move this map where he would like. So he chose to have that big truck at his deployment zone area for some reason. Might be our first question. Size 2 container on the top, size 3 Punisher van, size 2 AMG container in the back there, and I think some barrels there. Size 2 barrels, size 2 barrels. A couple size 1 lampposts. The secures are here on the top left, the top right, straight down in the middle, and then bottom left and bottom right. And these secures get you 1 point each, but you get cover unless the attacker is also securing the same point that you are on. Lastly, the extracts are the hammers. There's one at the bottom, one at the top, one on the right, and one on the left, which I don't really see. Oh, wait. No, there it is. Sorry. That's the hammer right there, right in front of the truck. Brilliant.
Yep.
Okay. All over to you. All my introductory stuff is over.
Yep. So 18 points will, I guess, we'll be seeing a 4-wide team from Liam Watt again. I would be somewhat surprised. Otherwise, I would not be surprised to see him run the exact same team again that I got to face last week. I think that Pastrami either goes with Dormammu or just as wide as possible here. You don't see Dormammu too much these days, so I'm not too familiar with his interactions with the shenanigans of the Cabal. Mm-hmm. He does have his reactive push when he gets attacked, which maybe could allow him to avoid some attacks going into him, but I think it's having an 8-point piece sitting on the board when with the levels of damage that Steamo 1 can put out under Red Skull 3 and with Death's Decree from Thanos, I don't like his odds, really. But I might be very wrong on that.
Now, you are a big sparring partner with Kolar, and Kolar was the one who popularized this Red Skull Thanos list, so you're very well aware of how that one works. So it'll be interesting to see what you think about how Pastrami pilots it, but also how it does up again. Sorry, how Liam pilots it, but also how it goes up into whatever Pastrami is going to put down. I don't know. Dormammu would be nice. Oop, here we go. Dormammu might be nice on this tight scenario, set of secures, but
I don't know if I would consider it that tight. Well, it's tight in the regard that there's not that big of a distance between points, but you do have the ability to be quite far away from the opponent and still score points, which you could argue makes it a rather wide secure.
All right, here we go. Liam has brought Red Skull 3. course. He brought Winter Soldier. He brought Zima 1, and he brought Thanos. So
Right.
pretty much that's the core usually, right? Res Gold 3, Zima 1, Thanos, and then you fill up the rest of the points with somebody else.
Yep.
Okay. The cards he's bringing is Sacrifice, Sold Out activated, of course, Recal 3, Cosmic Obliteration, and Brace for Impact. I will come back to you to see what you think the purpose of Winter Soldier is in there for with the Sold Out card. But let's take a look at what Pastrami's brought. Here we go, guys. He's brought Toad, Shang-Chi, Black Cat, Gwen, Ghost Spider-Gwen, Miles, so he chickened out, and Spectacular Spider-Man. He's brought Spider Tracker, all webbed up, Brace, Chi Mastery, and Patch Up. Go ahead.
Yeah, it feels like a very standard webs team at 18. I think a lot of webs players from around the world would be likely to put down a very similar team under these circumstances. Shang-Chi is pretty good at weathering some of Liam Watt's attacks from Thanos and Zemo, but he's going to have an issue keeping him out of harm's way of Winter Soldier and Red Skull.
Mm-hmm.
You could argue that it's a bit risky to run Winter Soldier when a lot of things are going to have covered because of the scoundrels. But your thing is that we're also running hammers here, which sort of evens out the odds. I'm quite convinced that we'll be seeing Bucky pick up a hammer early. And with
oh yeah, that's a good point.
Decree on one of the shots and the Red Skull counting skulls as crits, counting one skull as a crit per turn, makes him pretty similar to his pre-nerf version. Yeah, so he can still do a ton of damage. And both he and Red Skull have more than range 3 on their attacks. And that has the potential to make Shang-Chi very sad.
Hey, I want to hear more, and I have some questions. But before, I've been thinking about this all day because it's been a long time. It's not since the depths of the last winter that I had the world's best beer ever, Trappist Westvelteren 12, if you remember it, from Belgium. I got this beer a long time ago in February when I went to the Belgium Masters, Triple XL. And I still have a few bottles, and now it's cool enough outside to make me want to have one. So I'm really looking forward to this. And it is the perfect Christmas beer. It's got the Christmassy type of spices in it. It's nice and warm and Moorish. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this.
I might have to disappoint our viewers.
Okay, tell us.
By saying that I am not having an alcoholic beverage tonight. I'm having a non-alcoholic one, namely Julmust, which most Swedes are quite familiar with. It's basically Coca-Cola, but with Christmas spice in it. And then they also, this particular version is also matured on wooden casks.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
Yes. Wow. So it has a really nice, like Christmassy, spicy, like imagine Coca-Cola with the Christmassy, spicy taste, like cinnamon and some, what's the name of the stuff you stick in the oranges?
In the oranges?
Yeah.
Well, I think you put orange peel and stuff in it, right? No?
Not orange peel. There's this Christmas tradition where you have an orange and you stick these little pieces of spice in it.
Cloves. They're cloves. They're black, right? Yeah. Black with like little pointy
exactly.
Yes. Cloves.
There's actually a funny story that in Sweden, the sales of Coca-Cola go down drastically in November and December because people switch to Julmust.
Yeah.
And for years, the Coca-Cola company tried to fight that fiercely by putting out tons of commercials with like Santa wielding Coca-Cola bottles and things like that. Nothing helped, so they've stopped. They just conceded that, okay.
Does this company make this stuff during the year, or is it just at Christmas time?
Well, there are multiple companies that do it, various versions. There are even some versions that are matured on bourbon casks.
Oh gosh.
which
Wow.
makes it's still non-alcoholic, but it has some of the the smoky flavor
Mm.
still. So yeah,
I
it's
had no idea
our
about this.
go-to beverage for Christmas.
But can you get it all year
Say
round,
from Aquavit.
or just Easter and Christmas?
Technically you can, but it's not as easily available.
Mm. Well, look. Cheers, everybody.
Of course, they've made an Easter version and a summer version, and
Yeah. Have
yeah.
a
Cheers.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting us all this time, and we hope you have a great Christmas with new toys under the tree, and that you get some excellent games at MCP. And if not, watch some of our streams. One or the other. Cheers. 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 Mm.
Right, so we have a power face.
Here we go. Pastrami in the middle has got Ghost Spider. On her right is Spectacular Spider-Man, then Toad, then Miles Morales. So he's banking hard on the right side. Left side flanking is Black Cat and Shang-Chi. Meanwhile, Liam has put Thanos behind the truck, Winter Soldier next to him on the right, and Red Skull further on the right. Just on the left by himself is Baron Zemo. 1. And we've got Pastrami taking the first turn. Here we go, everybody. Yes. What is happening? Okay.
The issue for Pastrami here is he's not going to be able to put anything basically outside of his deployment zone that isn't going to be able to be fished in by Thanos.
Mm.
So, and yeah, Thanos is going to want to fish in the character holding the hammer, obviously.
So Toad's gone ahead and used his range 2 interactability to pick up the hammer on the far top side of the board.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if he's safe.
So, I mean, you basically just have to just have to accept that and allow Thanos to kill something weak.
All right, so
that you can.
Liam must have passed, and so Pastrami had Black Cat go and pick the bottom hammer up.
Yep,
she's done
as far away from Thanos as possible, forcing him to maybe have to make slightly more than one move to get to her, but I think he can fish her in easily if he desires to. The question is if he desires to kill Toad or Black Cat.
I just read that in the latest Christmas episode on the Danger Room, which is about the New Mutants. Highly recommend you take a listen to that. Mike, the host, mentioned the fact that I and my friend here in London, Jamie, have restarted the Across the Bifrost podcast with the blessings of the old hosts, Pat and TT.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thank you. So we have 2 episodes out now. Both of them are 2 halves of the Spider Foes box, and we have a Patreon as well. This time we're using a Patreon to pay for server costs and things like that. This show is for free and always will be. Maybe not. You never know. I shouldn't say always. Never say never. But anyway, it's free now. Cross Bifrost has a Discord, and the first Discord-only episode is a Spider Foes competitive review that we did with a very prominent Spider Foes player here in London named Archie. So look up the Across the Bifrost. It's the same feed as you had before, I think. If not, just look it up on your favorite podcast stream and look us up on Patreon. I think it's Across the Bifrost MCP if you'd like to support us. And while we're on the topic, go ahead and let us know about your podcast, Huggy Bear.
Yeah, I'm running a podcast together with Color. It's called Masters of the Multiverse. It can be found on Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, for instance. And so far, we've been doing approximately 1 episode a month. We like to talk about more general the aspects of the game that can be widely applied. We've had episodes on roster construction, on how to interpret dice variants, and we've also had some affiliation deep dives. So aiming at delving deep into the various mysteries of and possibilities that are MCP, and
Yeah, and you have a Discord as well. We have a Discord
we do.
and Facebook page. I don't know if you have a Facebook page.
We do not.
Okay, yeah.
As of yet, at least.
Look them up on Discord, and we have a Discord server and a Facebook page and a Blue Sky account because Twitter sucks. All right, so look at this. Good old Thanos moves himself forward, teleports himself forward, then teleports Toad over to him, and he punches him in the face. 4 hits into 3 saves, though. Just what Toad wants.
Yeah.
The skull counts too. Sorry, the skull counts.
No, I'm not sure because he didn't explode the. Yes, he did. He exploded a crit.
Yeah, because I saw Toad getting 2 power instead of just 1.
Yeah.
So which is just what Toad wanted, to be honest.
Yeah, I was actually thinking he might. He had to generate 1 power to be able to do Death's Decree later, but I was assuming that he would want to not trigger Slippery to have Toad move away from there, and then start attacking him with Simo or perhaps Winter Soldier later, probably Simo.
Yeah.
Because a Death's Decreed Simo can do crazy things under Red Skull and is more likely to one-shot a Toad than a single Thanos punch.
Yeah.
So,
I
would not be all that surprised if Toad is actually let off the hook here.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually. Oh, I was gonna say he might even contest that point, but no, he's good. Yeah. All right, so Liam's moved.
And now Thanos has activated, so the field is way more. The air is way more breathable for Pastrami now. He can. Yeah. It's actually a rather early activation for Thanos, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess Liam just wanted to try to suck out that. Maybe let not somebody crowd that space where Thanos is sitting now, so that he could actually go up and try to take down Toad. But
Liam's roster is very geared towards killing, so he wants to get the pain train going as fast as possible by getting a like back-to-back days and KO, preferably on something that it also gives him an extract, which is what he was trying to achieve with Toad. But Toad's defense dice had a thing or two to say about that.
Yep. Thanos, by the way, picked up the hammer on his journey forward. So he was throwing a lot of dice. But that's Toad for you, man. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. They keep saying.
So it's definitely the most difficult to kill characters that Pastrami put forward to take the hammers, Black Cat and Toad. And I'm actually having a hard time seeing Liam get that many attacks into Black Cat, given how centrally he's deployed.
Yeah. So that was Pastrami putting Spectacular Spider-Man up to grab the home hammer and then move him up onto that point. I think he's securing it. Let's take a peek. He is. He's securing that point. Good activation for Specky, as the kids say.
So
remind me to tell you a story about karma at some point during the show. I have a story about karma that happened today.
When someone has when someone fluffs a dice roll, or
no, I mean,
is that the cue?
Whenever there's a little break in the action, let's say, it's a story. All right, so it looks like what is that? Winter Soldier.
Yep, he since hopped. He's playing. Yeah, exactly, because Soldat activated allows him to. It gets him another power if he activates within 2 of his leader, namely Red Skull, so he can immediately do Hydro Tactics to get up the field real fast.
All right. So
And
he's
now we'll
used
see.
one action to move up onto this size 2 container, and is using his
Yeah.
range 5 gun to shoot Toad. Nice hit. 4 hits, including 2 crits.
Ooh, yeah, that was pretty lucky.
2 skulls, though.
This was,
1 save. So
yeah,
that's
but those
3.
yeah.
Oh, skulls can count. Oh, he doesn't have power, though.
Yeah, not after, not when they get blown up from a crit.
Okay.
But he
Pastrami
triggered the rapid fire, so and that's gonna and the rapid fire is gonna take place. Yeah, that's.
Oh, wait. How come 1, 2, 3, 4? He took 3 damage. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's just enough.
Yeah, he's only got 1 block.
And he did a reroll for his Web Warriors leadership, but it didn't come up with anything. So that took down Toad.
Now Winter Soldier can do Hydra Tactics again, place off of Thanos, and get within 1 of both the Scoundrel and the Hammer. So that was very important for Pastrami. I was expecting more attacks into Toad, but maybe I was expecting him to set up some sort of Themo reroll bubble before doing that. But hey, this works.
Oh, that worked great. And look at that, a Core Box 1 character. Still got it.
He's not a Core Box 1 character,
isn't he?
He was in a regular box with Vision.
Vision. Okay, still one of the early waves.
Yeah, one of the early releases for sure.
Okay,
like first 6 months of the game's existence.
Miles takes his first action, moves up over onto that point, looking to see if he's in range of Winter Soldier. Thanks, Shen. Yeah, Vision. He's with Vision.
I'm a bit more uncertain if he has line of sight.
Yeah, I agree. Let's take a
peek. The problem is having line of sight while still being within. Yeah, that's easily a line of sight, but I'm not sure it's within 3.
Mm-hmm. What does Soldat Activated do for the listeners, viewers?
It's played on Winter Soldier at the start of the game. When he is within 2 of a leader of either Cabal, criminals, or Hydra, I think, he grants that leader cover.
Mm-hmm.
And if that leader is attacked, then Winter Soldier can do an attack in return towards the model that attacked. And also, if Winter Soldier activates within 2 of his leader, he gets 1 power and heals 1 damage for free. So it's a very powerful card. The downside is that it dictates the positioning of Winter Soldier, which can be problematic if you're playing a very spread out, fast, secure, where the opponent can penalize you for putting all your resources in one place. So that's basically the downside. Otherwise, it's a fantastic card.
So Miles didn't have range. Seems like he just used his second action to move a little bit differently onto that point. Yeah. And now Baron Zemo looks like he double moved onto that point as well. But that doesn't deny the point to Pastrami, because he's got 2 characters on it. Pastrami going ahead and moving Ghost Spider once, and then it looks like he's attacking is attacking Baron Zemo 1. Let's see. Not a great hit. Only 3 dice though that she rolls. I'm looking at the wrong character. Sorry. Yeah. So she did 1 point of damage, I think.
Yep.
And most importantly, pushed him off the point.
Pushed him off the point.
Because she got the wild.
So now she has the lightsaber online for next round.
Mm-hmm. Because of the power that she
or even got. This round. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Liam's moving Red Skull 3. Looks like he's going to the bottom points here.
Yeah. He's seeing that he's not going to be able to get within 3 by 1 move. This is suboptimal for Red Skull because his most powerful ability is to use power from other models within 3 of him. And this way he's ending up by himself on a flank, which keeps him
from moving people, right?
Honest. It keeps him honest when it comes to power spending.
I just realized
Ooh,
Baron Zemo.
having Shang-Chi within 4, but outside of 3 is no bueno.
Yeah.
I expect him to adjust the positioning of Shang-Chi here slightly.
Yeah. So Shang-Chi's going to hold that point, but stay outside of Red Skull 3's range.
To be fair, he didn't measure it, but yeah, that was good, some good eyeballing.
Baron Zemo, by the way, didn't take any damage. One would have gone through, but he had cover from being on that point, whereas Ghost Spider was not on that point. So he didn't take any damage, but she got the wild to push him off, which is probably all that he wanted. Okay, done. 4-4.
So far, I'd still say this is a decent round for webs. You just have to get through round 1 without too much damage getting dealt to you. So now basically the real game starts.
Yeah. Now both of
now a lot of defensive tech is online, unlike round 1 when most things in the Web Warriors team has 1 power, and also he can retaliate. I mean, if Liam elects to activate Simo or Winter Soldier to attack some of the northern models first, then Pastrami can retaliate by charging in with Shang-Chi and starting to do damage to Red Skull, for instance, or even pushing him into a piece of terrain, stunning him, which is something he doesn't like. Well, he does have cosmic obliteration though, which to just remove any conditions put on him, but still.
Mm-hmm. Liam's got both of his hammers centrally located at the moment, right dead center of the board. So that'll be a high priority area for Pastrami.
Generally, I still think some people can correct me if I'm wrong. I still think the one of the best game plans against this Thanos team is to try and kill Thanos himself, or rather, actually, a Red Skull. He adds a lot with his leadership, and also don't forget that he has a range 3 place, which he can use to get Thanos to safety if he starts taking damage. So the power comes a lot from you're not only having one model that can rearrange the board in Thanos, you also have Red Skull that can do similar things, though although not to as many models, but he can transport one model a similar distance.
All right,
as
so
Thanos can with a.
Liam's activating Winter Soldier. Looks like he's going to go after Toad again. But there's more measurements happening.
Wants to get Toad off the table. Start getting them KOs in.
Joe Manji reminded us that Pastrami has he's got a reputation for taking his time in TTS games. So that's why I went with the beer, a little bit more volume, but I do have backup whiskeys over here, and a glass of water as well, and a catheter inserted. So we're good for the duration, Pastrami. Don't worry, take your time. Do you want to hear my karma story while we're waiting for Pastrami to talk this out? Oh, wait, maybe it's happening now. He's still measuring. Okay, so I'm walking the dog this morning.
It's the lifesaver.
It's lifesaver happening. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is a little complicated.
It's
All right. So what's happened is
lifesaver to get him 1 inch.
Winter Soldier has targeted Toad, but now Ghost Spider is trying to lifesaver him by pulling him towards her.
He pulled him into cover, which is pretty cool.
He didn't have to bother. Look at that roll. And to remind everybody, Toad's in cover now only because he's on a secure that the attacker is not also on. So that's part of the crisis rules. So after all that, Winter Soldier had a backfire, blew up in his face. You got to clear that cartridge round. And...
Maybe he's probably considering if he wants to explode the skull.
Oh yeah, because it could have come to a hit, and then he would have had his rapid fire.
He only gets his rapid fire on a wild these days.
It's a wild. Okay, wild then. Yeah. All right, so he's shooting him again with his second action. I imagine. There we go. Much better.
That's, that's when you explode the skull.
Hey,
and notice how he rolled 7 dice, so that must have been a death's decree shot from that. Oh, buff. Yeah. Goodbye, Toad.
Yeah, Toad rolled no saves anyway, and so that's Toad off the table. Why do you think he prioritized Toad when Toad's on his backside and there's no extracts lying around?
Because you want to the Cabal player wants to reduce the number of models on the table as fast as possible.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
So no, because that starts to mess with the activation timing as well, and the possibility to. I mean, as long as Toad is alive, he can just go stand on a point and shorten the number of lessen the number of rounds that will be played. So Cabal wants to slow the scoring down as much as possible.
All right, that's Winter Soldier done. Over to Pastrami.
Toad was allowed to activate. It could have also used Finders Keepers.
I was thinking of Finders Keepers, but he wouldn't want to keep the hammer and run away with it, right? You want to kind of use the hammer, maybe not.
Depends. I mean, if Liam has to chase Toad, it's way better than him killing some more potent pieces like Spectacular Spider-Man, which he's very capable of doing. Ooh, here comes the charge.
Yeah.
But will he start working on Thanos or
Winter Soldier? Yeah, good
utilize his mystic attacks into Winter Soldier?
All right, so Shang-Chi's charge. He's on the point, and now he's attacking.
We don't know who he's attacking, but we'll know when we see the defense dice.
3 dice.
Apparently, a physical attack into Thanos.
Okay, two crits roll into hits, so no, just 2 saves. Plus damage reduction is 3 saves.
Yeah. So he attacked Thanos and did 1 damage.
1 damage. Perfect.
Yep. Yeah. On a shield and a crit, he also staggers him. Which is
he missed it then. He's got 3 blanks and a skull. What a bitch.
Mm-hmm. He does have She Mastery, but I think that costs 3 if I'm not mistaken. So.
And then he's done that ability where he gets to push somebody nearby, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the model that you attack, which is very useful, because now Winter Soldier is robbed of his cover and he's off the point, so he's not going to score, and he is already activated, so he has no way of
coming back. Good point. Shang-Chi's second attack did no damage whatsoever, and so that's the end of that activation. But I
think though that Shang-Chi might have ended up within 4 of Red Skull. Well, Shang-Chi is now activated, so Thanos has every ability to just serve him up to Red Skull, put him out of cover just outside of range 3, and let Red Skull start poking him with energy attacks.
Yeah.
And he goes down pretty quickly.
Yep. If he doesn't get his defense tech, he's not so tanky.
He's slightly more tanky than a 3 threat.
Yeah.
Without the blanks.
Slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Right. So I'm walking the dog this morning, my karma story, and she takes a massive dump on the morning constitutional, like you'd expect, on the side of the sidewalk / pavement, depending on what country you're from. Anyhow, I'm there. I got the bag in my hand. I'm kind of opening it up to get it over there, and this lady was in a rush, and she pushed by me to get past me before I could get out of her way, or just for her to wait to me even pick it up. And as she did so, she stepped square into that big pile of poo. It took all of my effort.
Into the constitutional poop.
I did everything in my power not to smile or laugh or anything, but it was so good.
What makes a poop constitutional?
Oh, it's just an American saying. Your morning constitutional. It means your morning dump.
Right.
It's because it helps your
Interesting
constitution
new
out.
words.
Yeah. See how much you learn here on the show, Huggy Bear. It's a cultural exchange, really. It was great. It was, and she looked back at it as she was rushing off, and I was like, "Oh well." Anyhow, there's karma. Karma's a bitch. All right, guys. Ooh, I need to get more stories. Obviously, geared up. I had a few too. I wanted to tell you about Craven. Anybody go see Craven yet? Such a good topic to have as a film, but oh man, I heard it was just awful. But then in Blue Sky, somebody just pointed out, I'm just a regular guy. I watch superhero films, and it was fine. Way not superb, but better than all the critic reviews and so forth. Blah blah blah. So be interesting to know if everybody else felt differently. Jojo Manji does his movie reviews. He still uses Twitter though. He should get on Blue Sky. And he said it was not good. It poop. it was like a morning constitutional. No good.
The morning it sounds rather. It has a positive ring to it.
Well, it feels great. You feel like you're ready to take on the day after that. Okay, Baron Zemo, I think he charged probably and moved back onto that point and is attacking Spectacular Spider-Man. Let's see if Spider-Man gets the poop knocked out of him. No, 4 blanks. No, that's 2 crits though.
Yeah, but that's
crits roll, and I guess he must have paid for the
yeah.
re-rolled all.
He must be for Master Sportsman. Yep.
Which is perfect. All those blanks
Maybe
help.
walk.
Oh God, there we go. 7 dice into 0 saves. Yikes.
Yep.
Ew, that is stinky. That is a dazed Spectacular Spider-Man who will drop his hammer now, and see if Zemo picks that up. If Zemo picks it up, that's even more deadliness. Yes, he did. Oh, Kolar, you must be very pleased with yourself right now.
I know he is. He is. Kolar is the source of much misery, but also joy.
He's like the Krampus of
He has this talent for coming up with filth. Yeah.
Do you guys have Krampus in Sweden? Is that a thing at Christmas time? Krampus?
Krampus? What's that?
Krampus is the evil devil that comes and hunts down bad kids in Germanic folklore.
Oh my God, no! Why would we have something awful as that?
Well, to keep the kids in line, man. I mean, how else are you supposed to do it? Look up Krampus with a K. Krampus. You'll see some really fun wood carvings, pictures of it.
So it's like a demon.
Oh yeah, it's
threatening the kids with a Christmas demon that
he eats them. He eats. Yeah, I told you.
Eats them. Not only does he steal their Christmas presents, he eats them. Okay.
Yeah. It's no Elf on the Shelf, but it works maybe just as well.
I was thinking, so it's the German Grinch. No.
Yeah, I think Austria too, like any Switzerland, all that kind of area. Krampus. All right.
Okay, so Miles asks to power. He can do stuff to Zemo to take that hammer off.
Looks like Ghost Spider's going after Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Checking if he's got cover from that crate, but didn't look like it. First attack. Ghost Spider rolls 3 hits into 1 crit. Crit rolls into nothing. So it looks like 2 damage going through. And gets pulled towards Ghost Spider.
Yep.
Now, Winter Soldier has a hammer, so it's good.
Exactly. And the next attack from Gwen into Winter Soldier will now be 7 dice. Because it's the second time she targets
right.
same model. Get an activation. Although I think Winter Soldier ended up within 1, so he will have a defensive reroll with his Spetsnaz training.
Hey, wow, Ghost Spider.
That could do it.
Whoa! Yep. 6 hits into 1 save. Yeah, Winter Soldier, she's got your number. She punched your ticket. Poor guy. He's got so many concussions as it is. Now he's just got whacked again. Yep. Which means he's going to drop his hammer. We'll see if she picks it up.
I'm not sure you really want a hammer on her, because that makes her a very, very juicy target for Thanos, and he is more than capable of just wishing her. Sure. I think I
leave her on the floor.
Throw it and leave it next to Miles or something.
Miles.
I mean, sure, Thanos can go for it by walking over there, but
nope, she's
not sure he wants to. He wants to do attacks.
He's picking it up. He doesn't care about your cautiousness.
Right.
Pastrami's just in.
Okay.
If you're in the chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and tell us what is on your wish list for Christmas. What kind of boxes are you looking for, or terrain pieces? What do you got on your list that you're hoping to get for Christmas, MCP related? So it's over to Liam, unless he passes.
I'm pondering. Joe Manji has written in the chat that it poop.
He's talking about the
IT
Craven.
poop.
No, it's it poop.
Yeah, I was curious if it was a description of something that poops, or if it's an IT poop, like a new category of poop. Like there's constitutional poop, there's IT poop, there's.
Yeah, it's funny. There's a repair shop on my bike route home. It says "It Chaos." I always look at the sign on the above the window. It says "It Chaos." I'm like, wow, who would want to work there? But it's an IT store. It's supposed to be IT Chaos or something, or we solve IT chaos. It doesn't work though. It chaos. I'm not gonna buy them. So Shin, where are you located? Shin is looking for a Monsters box, but keeps going out locally. So what's local for you, my friend? Let's see if we can get the network together and get Santa Claus to make a detour and drop off that box down your chimney, because that's a good box. You should have it. Jamoke wants that's good old Mike DeLuca wants Dr. Doom. I hear you, man. What a tragic figure Dr. Doom is. I can't wait to see some films with him. Hopefully they play him as a tragic figure, because I think that makes him interesting, very interesting. Arachnomad, first time chatter. Hey, buddy. He is only got 2 games in. He or she has got 2 games in. 10 games in only, but he's now hoping for Wakanda. Nice choice. Get M'Baku, my friend. Get M'Baku. Yeah, Wakanda forever. Get the M'Baku character along with the Wakanda box.
King T is also great. In the big expensive box.
It's Will Crookshanks. Holy crap. Hey, man. Will is a fantastic gamer. Know him from when he was a monster on the War Machine stage. And wow, now he's into MCP. This is great news. Hope to see you at the WTC. Oops.
While we're talking, Thanos is doing a number on Gwen here. And I don't like her odds.
No. Shin is in Southern California. So if you can help him out with the Monsters box, give him a ring. Give him a DM. All right, did she survive the first punch? Looks like it.
Yep.
Nice.
But on 1.
Oh, she's on 1. Not so much anymore.
Does it?
Boop. That doesn't get 2 hammers now. Oh, God.
Yeah, that was quite expected. So I would not be surprised to see Thanos move Shang-Chi off the point with a cosmic portal here. To serve him up to Red Skull. So he wants to make sure to keep him out off the point, so no cover, and outside of 3 of Red Skull. That might be a bit tricky, actually. But within 4. Outside of 3, within 4. There's a 3-inch gap.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So she dazed, dropped the hammer. Thanos picked it up. And now Thanos is moving Shang-Chi off the point, out of the way. Hey, Will, I was actually on the fence with Age of Sigmar 2. When 3rd edition came out, MCP still hadn't really taken off very much. So I was playing both for a little while. But then, thankfully, MCP took off, and I abandoned Age of Sigmar what's a good analogy? Like a bad rash.
Like a bad rash.
This game, if it had nothing else to play, it'd be fine. But Jesus, I don't know how people put up with that game.
Yep. With 2 hammers on him, Thanos is definitely the most wanted guy on the planet. That's a good hit.
What is this? Is this Smiles? Did he do a web swing in and then did a hit into Thanos?
Yep, that he did.
Cool.
That's 2 damage. Yeah, he could get him off the point, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
he's going to push? Is he going to push him then?
Yeah, I was thinking because Miles, he's 1 power short of the spender, so he could otherwise have spender to make Thanos drop both of the hammers, but nope. But I think he wants to throw him so that he clips the crate on the left side. The container.
So he's going to just throw him. Why do you think he wanted to hit him a second time, though? Or does he?
Why
have
not?
Range?
You have to. He wants to do damage. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so he clears him off.
I'm not sure if he's within. Yeah, he's still within 3, so he could. Could.
Just do it again.
Yep.
Okay, so it looks like the second attack's going. Liam's already rolled a save. He's got 1 save. The hit was terrible.
That's another throw. So he could throw Thanos into Red Skull here.
Ooh, that would be good. That would be good.
It's obviously it's not going to kill Red Skull, and it's going to give him power, but
yeah, but
I mean,
you got when with web warriors, you got to take your chances because they're not going to do much damage until they hit the old web up.
The thing is that the Cabal roster is so efficient at killing. So if your game plan is to like try to dance around them and not make attacks, you're in for disappointment because you have to fight them. They do way too much damage for you to be able to weather the storm. I
saw Pastrami's measuring stick just then. I think he's put his own face as the images on his measuring sticks. So humble.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anyhow, so is this throw happening? Come on, Liam. Is that Schmidt? Not Johnny? Okay. That's Schmidt's. That's funny. He's got Schmidt's picture on there. What's this? Oh, is that
Red Skull not going for Shang-Chi here.
Yeah. So okay. So Miles decided not to throw Thanos a second time, I guess.
Yeah. Red Skull can easily move to the middle point and teleport Miles out of there, or just teleport Thanos back onto the point.
So he's walked once, and now he's got his one because he can only use a teleport once per turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it could be friend or
he
foe.
He can also throw a size 3. by spending power on, for instance, Thanos. At the moment, it looks like Liam will be scoring 4 this round, and
That's fine. Because
yeah,
there's 9 on the table, right? 5 plus 4 is 9.
Oh, actually 5, because Simo is also holding a point.
Yeah.
Uncontested. So,
all right, Red Skull's going after Miles.
And I'm having a hard time seeing he might.
Oof. 4
might
hits.
keep. He might keep Pastrami down to 2 if he gets Miles off that point, or out-contests him.
That's 5 hits into effectively 3 saves because of cover, and shock. Shock, I guess. Is that a shock?
Yeah.
So 2 points
choose
go
violence.
to. Yeah.
He can teleport himself back. Anyway.
Yeah. Or he could go onto that point, deny the point, and then he'd be able to beat him up some more.
Sure, but I actually think. I think Liam wants points here. He has no real reason to. He's doing well on attrition. It's better to. I think it's almost better to leave Pastrami's Miles a little bit dinged up for next round to make sure he's easier to kill then, maybe. I mean, if Miles gets to score the middle, Black Cat can move to a different point and score 2, so that's 3. That's going to be 5-3. It's going to be 9-7 to Liam, where we know that the Web Warriors out is to get to first to 16. So
yeah, right.
That's going to be.
I feel like next turn is going to be all webbed up.
Yeah, if there's anyone alive. I mean, Liam. I mean, the only character in real position to have a real strong all webbed up here is Miles, and he might die.
What about Gwen?
Because, I'm not. Sure. He's within 3 of
Zemo,
Winter Soldier and Simo. I don't think Red Skull will be around when she gets the chance to pop it. Looks like he's, teleporting Thanos.
Back on the point.
Back to the point, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means slowing down Pastrami scoring instead of accelerating his own.
Look at this, the little newspaper. You can blow it up, and it's got some news. Punisher manhunt continues.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Mike. What does this one say?
Daily Bugle.
Daredevil collars Fisk. Whoa, hey. Love it. Oh, Daredevil 4 series. When? That's my Christmas wish.
Yeah.
And that,
coming in March,
that it's good. I'm not sure. It's next year, but they've been cagey about it because they've been.
Please do not mess that show up. Please do not mess it up.
Man. March. Thanks, Joe. March 20. Oh man, whew, that's not too far away. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. Well, it has to be good. Damn it.
Please tell me you've hired some proper script writers this time.
Well, that's what happened. Is this massive delays because they didn't have a showrunner and the show wasn't working, and so then they got a showrunner.
I really like those Netflix Defenders shows.
Yeah, I got to watch some more. I've watched some, but not
most of them, at least.
I've watched all the Daredevil ones. I've watched Jessica Jones series 1. I think that's it. Oh, look at Black Cat getting into the fray. Look at this. Did she just double move there?
Yeah, she did.
Oof. Go right into the middle.
She's holding. I'm not sure. Now you're bringing more hammers to Thanos. I'm not sure I like that. But then again, you have to take the fight.
Oh, I saw both seasons of The Punisher too. That was the other series I watched of that group. Okay, 8. Liam's got 8 points. This isn't boding well for Web Warriors. They usually want to be up on points.
VIII, yeah. So good thing for Pastrami here is that he has enough characters centrally placed that he has a pretty decent chance of having a sizable all webbed up play, but he has to have them survive. I mean, Thanos could like probably kill Miles, possibly also Black Cat, and then send Gwen off with his portal and a mind gem to so that she don't no longer has the perfect all webbed up play without spending a move first. But I've seen Pastrami do some big turns where he activates Gwen, runs to like a point behind his opponent, pulls them all in with web lines, and then pops all webbed up, and then just gets out of there, leaving them slowed, far away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
The containers make it somewhat difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy, is this a crowded little spot between these containers. This is really like a good film. In fact, it feels like one of those Netflix Daredevil films because they had those a lot of times in these like corridors between these craters.
boom.
Oh God, who just got blown up?
This is Thanos punching Gwen, hoping to slam her head into
Miles.
to Miles,
Yeah.
and he's got the wild, so it's gonna happen.
5 hits into just 1 save.
Yeah, so
Take out the throw.
so she's actually KO'd here because she's gonna be thrown into Miles and take the last damage from that.
Pastrami used up his brace at some point.
Yep.
Was that
We missed
just
that.
now?
Or maybe it was just now.
Mm-hmm. So Miles not taking the damage from that throw. Because the throw's before damage, right? So so even though she's knocked out, she'll first hit Miles.
Yeah, so yeah, Miles also braced there. So now it's kind of unlikely that Thanos will take down more than one model.
Yeah, gosh, this is not boding well for Pastrami. He's going to have a lonely Christmas. Oh, God, look at that second hit. Jesus Christ.
He did that last point of damage to Gwen. Good. Yeah, but Miles is going to be able to have a all webbed up turn here.
Yeah. Yeah, so what happened is that Thanos...
The shock is annoying, though.
Thanos hit Gwen the first time, left her on 1, threw her into Miles. They both braced, so there's no damage from that. But then the second hit from Thanos wiped out her with alacrity. And that was the end of the attacks. Now Thanos moves Shang-Chi even further away, and he's moving his buddy Red Skull 3 onto the point in the middle. Wow. That was nasty. But like you said, giving her that hammer. I mean, although, Ghost Spider is always a priority, at least for me.
Yeah, he can be a nuisance, but although Thanos' displacement can somewhat disarm her lifesavers, but that often forces him to activate early, which he does rarely wants to do. Here we see Thanos as the only activated model. So, but Red Skull, the existence of Red Skull makes it so that it's not as important to keep Thanos for last because Red Skull can swoop in and use his range 3 plays to rearrange the board in a key way. Anyway,
yeah.
So it's really the combination of Thanos and Red Skull that make this powerful, I think, and the leadership, which is just
this is proven
bonkers.
technology. Proven technology, still one of the top rosters in the game ever since this thing got put together with the new core box coming out. It's nuts. It is the nuts. I think Asgard is the only one that really can take it down. and that depends on their dice.
It's quite possible to win against this list, but it's difficult, and especially against a skilled pilot such as Liam.
Yeah. Wasn't Torbjorn running a Red Skull 3 list in Nations earlier this year? Was that what he brought? I can't remember now.
I believe so.
Yeah, it was Red Skull 3. It was definitely Thanos, but I can't remember Red Skull 3 if it was Black Order.
Hmm. I think he had a Black Order splash.
Ah, okay.
To go with it.
Yeah. He might have been playing Black Order against me, though. I can't remember. I should look that up. But anyway, yeah, good times. So, what's on your Christmas list? What's under the tree for Huggy Bear?
Not a ton actually. If I'm honest, we don't deal that much in Christmas gifts. Okay. It's mainly me giving them than getting them, because I have a kid, and that it's easier that way. I mean,
you don't buy any gifts that are for him, but really,
I buy gifts for him.
Yeah, but
I get
the gifts that
drawings and yeah.
Oh yeah, you get drawings. No, what I'm saying is that you find a gift that is for him, but really,
but it's actually for me. Yes.
Do those go under the tree in the Huggy Bear household?
Oh yeah, nice suggestions for
a podcast episode.
Post R&D weekend. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot to talk about, I think, and there's been some recent success for Wakanda with taking the TTS League final home and also finishing second in the latest Eurovision Wong contest.
Looks like Zemo is attacking Spectacular. Oh no, Spectacular's attacking Zemo, and now he's thrown those barrels.
He can't throw terrain. He can with his spender.
Yeah. And that, so his hit didn't do very much, but the terrain did a lot. That's 3 damage. Yeah. All 3 went through from that size 2 set of barrels. So he did his spender, didn't do any damage off of it, but he got the trigger to throw the terrain into Zemo, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and try to take him down with his second attack.
Liam has his brace for impact still in the bag. At this point, I might consider it's you could have considered spending 3 to throw Zemo off the point to get him outside of 2 so he can't use Master Swordsman before attacking him.
Now, annoyingly, he did a second hit and left Zemo on 1 hit point, but doesn't he have a character throw? Doesn't he have a character throw?
He does.
Yeah, so he can.
But what I mean is that
and just do the extra last.
Yeah, but Liam has brace left. So.
Oh, right. So yeah, he's gonna clearly use that, right, Liam? Don't mess it up.
I mean, saving it's gonna save him a Zemo activation. I'd say it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you forget sometimes. I forget. Poulet from France. Hey, buddy. He reminded us that the Mutant Weekender in January, the Hunt for Weapon M, a narrative-driven competitive event, if you can believe such a thing exists, will be happening January 11th to 12th, which is only like 3 weeks away. Huggy Bear, it's unreal. Like the whole Christmas thing is kind of like blurring the line about like that this thing is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, we've got more prizes to give away that I haven't even shown yet. We've got the special narrative aspect of the event happening. Golly, we are thrilled about all the reception we've got on it, and we already have lined up a spoiler. We have lined up another narrative event in May that connects to the storyline of this event.
Oof, yet another big hit. Brace was obviously played there. Yeah. So Zemo is looks like he's doing short work of injured Peter.
Yeah. Injured Peters. They're gonna go bye-bye. Jesus. This is
That's
so
the
nasty.
third KO. If that goes through.
So he's done
It does.
six
So,
hits into 1 save. So that's
wow.
that is a 1-shot.
Wow.
Boom, headshot.
Okay. Yeah, this is looking increasingly difficult for Pastrami,
Time to
who has managed to daze one character, namely Winter Soldier, and has had 3 of his own characters
wipe off
KO'd.
the table. Yeah, not good. People want to know, Huggy
Looks
Bear, are you ready to give any hints about what you're bringing to the Weekender?
Oh, I'm playing Wakanda.
Oh, you are. Ooh, Pule is saying was asking just
there
that.
Might be some surprises.
Surprise! Yeah, of course, there's gonna be surprises. There'll be some Kolar filth sprinkled on it.
I was a Wakanda player back in the day, in like 2019, 20. Yeah, the OG OP, the OG OP Wakanda.
Huggy Bear, as you know, we have special rules in the event that you can change because of the narrative aspect of the event, you get to change your roster on the second day. Are you going to bring extra models with you, or are you just going to raw dog it with one roster?
It's always nice to have a couple of extra models there, because you always learn things when you play. So you want to put those learnings into your roster as fast as possible. Makes it more fun, even if you've lost round 1. I think this is an all webbed up.
Yeah, all went up. Just went out. I think from Miles.
Yeah, it looks like he was the one that spent the power.
Yeah. So
sadly, he's shocked. So that makes it not as impactful. It's only 1 extra dice, effectively, but that's a decent hit.
Yeah, really good. 3 hits.
But
who was it going into?
Thanos, apparently.
Okay, Thanos 5 on 8.
Yeah, I think killing Red Skull would probably have been more impactful here. I mean, he does need to get the hammers off of Thanos, but Red Skull is unactivated, so can still affect the board. And he has a mystic attack, so he can. I think Miles is dead if he doesn't take out if Red Skull is alive after this.
Yeah. 4 shields, man, what a bitch.
Oof.
So this went into Red Skull 3. Is this
Yep.
Black Cat?
Yeah, it must have been Black Cat attacking. Yeah, because she gained. So Miles paid for all webbed up, and then Black Cat attacked first Thanos, and then Red Skull.
Yeah, nice one.
He was holding a hammer.
Oh yes, that's what it was. She's holding a hammer, so she rolls an extra die.
Yeah. But now there's even more reason for Red Skull to kill Miles here.
He's got bleed on him now as well. From
I mean, Miles dies so easily to
throws.
No, Mystic attacks.
Oh, Mystic. Oh, yeah. What?
But it's Winter Soldier.
Who's throwing?
No, it's Red Skull. It's Red Skull. He throws
terrain 2.
Size 3 into Black Cat there.
Yeah, and that's smart because Black Cat is good defending against attacks, but she's just as vulnerable as anybody else to throws or terrain throws. So that was good, and she doesn't block any of it. So that's 3 damage on her 5. And Red Skull
he's casually that's why he measured from Winter Soldier. He's spending the power off of Winter Soldier.
Oh, using one of his abilities.
Nothing is beyond my reach. For power is for the one who rules. Yep, here we go. Mystic attacks into Miles. Bye now.
Let's see. Oh, almost a Yahtzee. Almost. Liam, come on, get that crit roll into the skull. No. Boo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits into 1 save with a reroll. The reroll goes into nothing. That takes out Miles. Miles is dazed.
So 1 attack still to go.
Yep. That's Black Cat.
Or he could move.
Move. Man, but why? Black Cat's got a hammer. Oh, he cleared all the card. He cleared all the conditions.
Yep, this
through...
is Cosmic Obliteration.
Yeah.
So
And
he clears his own conditions, and then he gets to put conditions on other characters within 3.
yeah.
So Incinerate on Black Cat, and now an attack. Yeah, that's 2 crits right there.
Oh God. Right. One normal crit and 1 skull, which he turns into a crit by paying a power from the leadership. And
has not rolled them yet, but he didn't even have to roll them. Black Cat is
picks up their armor.
Yep.
Shin, I don't think that was it wasn't the stagger attack that she did. It was just her cat's claws.
Yeah, it was only the cat's claws,
which is the normal builder.
Yeah. And now he's doing the reach 3 place to get Thanos further away from Shang-Chi so that he can't try to take.
Just try to take him away. Oh, okay, yeah. They keep tagging the 2 secures for some reason. Not sure why. So that means 4 hammers. Liam's got 4 hammers and 1 point at the top right of your screen. So it's 5 points so far. And and he'll have the middle one as well, unless Shang-Chi comes to contest it. So that'll be 6 points. 6 and 8 is 13. Not enough to win, but oof.
So you should always try to look for outs, no matter how bad this game seems to be going. But yeah,
it's this is ruthless. Ruthless. Okay, so that leaves just Shang-Chi and Winter Soldier left to go. Oh, it looks like Thanos is going to score at the top left. Thank you, PHP. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 points to push.
Yeah, and the sad thing for Shang-Chi here is that he's on 1. So he's gonna get 1 5-dice attack into Red Skull, and that's it.
Yep.
And that's not gonna do anything.
No. He does deny the point. Now that he's got part of the attack, he gets to teleport within 1.
Indeed.
So deny that point, but still that's Liam getting 4, 5, 6 points again. So that's 13.
So currently
8 and 6 is 12, 13, 14. Sorry, 14.
Liam is scoring 5. He could 6. He could easily go take 7. That means he's gonna end the round at 15. So Hydro Tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Winter Soldier is moving closer to.
Looks like he wants to kill someone.
I would have just walked down to another point, right, and picked up another VP.
Seems like he wants to
take down
do damage to Shang-Chi. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's the other way to win. He's outside of 3, so Shang-Chi's not going to get his
blanks. But he will get cover. Mm-hmm. But the Winter Soldier will have a Seymour reroll.
Yeah. 2 hits, not the trigger. Yeah, no trigger. First action does nothing. Cabal points out that Winter Soldier was slowed, so wouldn't have made it down to one of the points on the bottom.
Yeah.
So good call, Cabal. So yeah, he did Hydro Tactics instead to get in the right position to attack Shang-Chi. Second attack does 2 crits. Crits roll into a wild, so he's going to get the rapid fire.
Yep.
And
probably do some damage.
Looks like maybe 2 going
1.
through.
Cover.
Oh, cover.
1.
Yeah. But it.
Oh, you rolled in another hit, so
yeah.
2.
So 2.
Rolled into another block as well.
Oh, okay.
So
1.
And the bleed, which is annoying for Shang-Chi.
All right, the rapid fire goes off. Nothing great. Just a wild. Nothing. That's not going to work. Okay, that puts them on 14-6.
Yep.
Let's see if they do another round.
Actually, yeah.
I think I did the math right.
Yep, 14-6. So if Pastrami can daze Thanos with his first activation here, then Pastrami doesn't immediately win. If Thanos gets to activate, this game is over because he will just move as many characters far away from him as possible and then just run to a corner with his 2 hammers that will take him to 16 points.
Yeah, good point. Ah, my buddy Hyper Viper. Hyper Viper's on the channel. Hyper is was my whiskey buddy at the WTC this year. Holy moly, did the two of us drink a lot of whiskey. Me, him, and to a somewhat lesser extent, but almost as much as Simon, Vodka Blitz. God damn, it was a good time. Saturday night was off the hook. We had like a powwow, Huggy Bear. It was like a 15 people in like this big circle between some tables, and there were 5 bottles of whiskey getting passed around between us all. It was great. Cabal was there. He was one of the whiskey powwow. Hyper.
Right.
Simon. I forget who else was there because it was getting a little blurry.
So Pastrami looking for an out here.
Yeah, like how to exit the game. It's like,
or maybe they've called it.
Maybe
because the hands are moving around and they haven't done a power phase or cleanup phase.
Let's see if I haven't gotten a chat yet. Maybe Pastrami trying to get a couple of VPs in there, increase his standings. Let's see if they call it. No, it's just so everybody get refreshed. I mean, if he can get somebody to Thanos is.
If Thanos dies, like I said, if Thanos goes down, then Liam doesn't immediately win.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna win, just not immediately.
He's just gonna try have an opportunity to tell some more stories.
Yeah, you should never say never.
By the way, I gotta make a point. I have a spreadsheet now that I'm creating.
Spreadsheets. We love those.
Yeah, it's listing all the European events in 2025 that will be 2 days or more on it. I want to try to
spreadsheet.
Yeah, really good. So people can help try to already plan out their year in 2025 to come to various different European events and try to support each other's communities. You know.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to post that link, if I haven't already, in the events channel of the Across the Bifrost Discord. Please look it up. I've shared it with Mike DeLuca. Mike DeLuca is looking for a European vacation, so I said maybe it'll be good for you. But anybody's welcome to also message me if you have a 2-day event in Europe that isn't on the list already, and we will add it to it because I want to make sure everybody. And I'm going. I've mapped out my whole year. I've got about 5, I think, away events that I'm going to. Take care, PHP. Thanks for watching. All right, so Shang-Chi. Is he going to take down the big bad Thanos? Let's see. That'd be pretty cool if it did. I'm not sure is that the hit? 3 hits, maybe? I don't know. A lot of hand waving.
Yeah. Yep, that's 1 damage. Not gonna cut it.
Oh yeah, 1 damage went through. Sure.
Yeah, okay. So apparently Thanos does get to activate here, so that's game right there.
Was that for Shang-Chi? That was both attacks, was it? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thanos moving miles off the point.
Yep.
Yeah. And then what? Then he's moving Shang-Chi off the point.
Shang-Chi off the point, and then just run to the corner. Double move. And Space Jam. Bye-bye.
He double moves off to Africa to spend out his days. Just like in the films. He's in that little hut, chopping wood or whatever he is. At the end of his... once his quest was over. And just chilling. Oh, he's slowed.
He's actually slowed, but he has the Space Gem, so...
He used it
and
already,
a medium base, so he
used it on the
Not the Space Gem.
Oh.
No, not the Space Gem.
Oh, right. Okay, he's got 3 ways to move people. Yeah. His own ability and then the 2 gems each move people. Oh, God. Yeah, there he is. Off in Africa, just in case people want to see what corner. There he is. Look at him in the corner. On those little cute things on the floor. Whatever those are. Right, that's guaranteed 2 points in the corner, which should bring him to the win. And let's see what Pastrami does next. Mike's being sarcastic in the chat. Come on, Johnny Pastrami. Make us a sandwich. I'm not sure if somebody's attacking. There's rolling some dice. I think. Not sure what they're doing. I found a shop in London that makes American-style submarine sandwiches. Yeah.
It's called Subway?
No. Subway doesn't make them the way I like. This place does. Makes them New York style. Stuffed hoagies. They're really good. The guy's Scottish, actually, the owner of this place. Young entrepreneur guy. It's called Dom's Subs. Dom Subs. That's a free plug. That wasn't a paid advertisement. Subway. How dare you? Do you have Subway in Sweden? Has it come your way?
Yeah.
I like your Max Burger. Is it Max Burger?
You do.
Super Max. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, for like a fast place, it's actually above average. But it's not like a gourmet burger place.
No, definitely not.
When are tickets going on sale for the Mighty Swedish Wind event?
Soonish. We've got there will be information coming up very shortly.
Okay.
Because I believe the negotiations for the venue are set, so it's definitely happening.
Sweet.
Again, same concept.
Yeah. I had a fantastic time. I think it's only going to get bigger because of how successful the first one was. I just hope my man, I was killing it on day 1, and then day 2, I don't know what happened. I was in the shitter.
Yeah, we were very pleased. Maybe you weren't constitutionalized.
I didn't have a good constitution that day. It's too much meat the first day. That's why. TMI. Oh, I don't know what Pastrami's trying to do here. Either one of them. They're just messing around, dragging this out. I finished my beers, fellas, so you can wrap this up anytime you like. no need to drag it out on my account. What's
Yep.
this? Is Red Skull moving himself into Miles's range?
Yeah, he's gonna teleport him further away, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is of academic significance. Which is kind of disrespectful to academics like myself. So
yep, there he goes. Miles off into the ether. When's your last day of work?
Friday.
Yeah, cool. Same.
And tomorrow is like half day because the second part of the day is the Christmas. Yeah, the Christmas party.
Nice. So more glug
work Christmas party
coming your way.
Yep, and the gigantic Christmas table. What do you call the Christmas buffet? Or isn't that the way you have Christmas dinner? Like, or do you guys just have turkey?
Well, if you're talking about British people, they will have typically roast turkey with cranberry sauce, stuffing, parsnips, potatoes, and maybe some cabbage kind of a stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not typically a buffet, because I don't think the families are that big like in the States where you might have like 20 people over.
In the Sweden and for sure Denmark, probably some of the Nordic countries, it's the Christmas dinner is a buffet where there are like lots of different small dishes associated with Christmas. You have pickled herring and meatballs and.
Now let me ask you this though, Huggy Bear.
Ribs.
So Lithuania has that tradition too, where they have lots of little dishes, but that's Christmas Eve where they have all those different dishes.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Christmas Eve is Christmas to us. You guys celebrate Christmas Day.
Yeah. Yeah. So she does the same thing. They have in fact, they have usually 12. I think it's traditional 12 different small dishes that they put out. All the kinds of things that you just mentioned. She would definitely love to have that in Sweden. Yeah, they don't have that in Britain or America for that matter. In Germany, they celebrate Christmas Eve. We used to do Christmas Eve at my home because my parents are German, and it wasn't. We would have fish of some kind. It'd always be no meat. Christmas Eve, some sort of fish, and then Christmas Day could have been.
Last activation of the game is Bucky trying to murder Miles.
Yeah.
Without much success so far. That's better.
3 hits into no saves. Oops.
0.
Eek.
3
out of 5 hit points going into Miles, who has a hammer. And this must be the rapid fire. Oh God, 5 hits. No, sorry. Yeah, 5 hits with a crit with the rapid fire. That goes into another hit. So that's 6 into 1 save so far, but he gets rerolls. Rerolls turn into nothing. That's Miles down and the hammer gone. This was that Winter Soldier or was it Zemo?
That was Winter Soldier, yeah.
You sure?
When Zemo is dazed.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right, that's it. So we end at, what is it, 3 plus 1.
16, 19.
2.
19 to 6. Yikes. All right. Anybody got any questions? Feel free to put them in the chat. But Huggy Bear, I'll see you over in their channel, okay?
See you there.
All right, buddy. All right, everybody. If you got a question, do put it into the chat. Otherwise, let me see where they are. Here we are. Still connecting. Hello.
Hi there, Norbert.
Hello. Merry Christmas to you both. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, boys.
Hi.
Pastrami. So, well, first of all, guys, thank you so much for letting us have this. Will be our last stream of the year, so thank you so much for.
Oh, joy! Some people have extra time to watch this.
Busy next week.
How exciting! What are you doing? What's happening next Wednesday that you can't stream?
Is a fat man going to be interrupting
The
me?
birth of our Lord and Savior.
Oh yeah, that
Jesus
too.
London
Christ.
holidays, that's what it is, probably. Another bank holiday.
Got co-opted by the pagans.
The pagans. The pagan.
Well,
Oh, yeah. All right, Strami, you're gonna cause a ruckus now in the
what
comments.
do you mean? It's not my fault that the Christians stole pagan holiday. Hey,
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought you were saying the other way around. If you're saying
no.
Okay,
I misspoke. Yeah.
Okay, good. You're on board. Okay, I don't know, man, because you're in the Midwest. It's very evangelical out there, so I didn't know.
Oh, it sure is. Yeah, especially where I'm at.
I don't know what kind of stories they tell you when you grow up.
Well, the pagans never existed. Jesus was only Christmas, I
and
believe.
he's definitely not a brown skinned man. Anyway,
No,
moving on.
for sure. He's very white. Yeah.
This is taking a dark turn.
Well, you know,
Hey,
I'm in a dark place right now. I don't know what you want from me.
Strami, yeah, he's got an excuse. Where, did I tell you I did a sabbatical for 3 months in Madison, Wisconsin? I think you're in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, did I tell you that? It was wonderful.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. But Madison's a bit of a bubble, I suppose.
It sure is.
Anyway, Pastrami, look, hey, wow, people were actually on your side. People actually thought that you may have a chance in this game based on your roster. No joke. I'm not kidding around, actually.
No, for sure. I definitely felt like I had outs and going. Like, I had like a lot of spots. Even like into the last turn, I still had like an out or two, but Liam just like closed the door on those. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us
a couple things to like really like. So like on this last turn or whatever, like Shang had to like kill Thanos.
Oh yeah.
And then from there, the other two models I think can like kind of start clawing things back and like fighting a little well, but that didn't happen. The previous turn, I needed like Black Cat to like blow up like Thanos or like Red Skull. That would have been fine, but who would have thought 7-die pierces aren't good enough to deal like 4 damage?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was interesting because Shang-Chi really kind of shit the bed, I'm afraid, this game. It seemed like.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. It was not ideal for him. This was not his game, so.
Yeah. But Johnny, tell us though, for people trying to deal with the Red Skull 3 menace, why were you feeling not, let's say, comfortable, but you felt like you had a game? What was it about your roster or the way you were set things up?
So we had like 9 points on the board. I felt like pretty okay. Like early game, I felt like totally fine. Like it's acceptable. Like Toad or whatever models I go like flank out. He didn't like go and like contest me on either of the hammers. So like it let me have like a sort of like pseudo lead-ish, but I assume he's gonna like probably like pull one of those models and kill it. And then we go like 4-5-4, which is like totally fine. And then from there I can just kind of like control things, like assuming my like control effects actually work, but none of them ever did. I never had the opportunity to like Spender Black Cat or like Sean could have roll a Crit Wild. I never had enough money for like a Chi Mastery, so that like kind of like fell apart there. But then like I have enough like disruption and like trickery stuff, like being able to like pull models out of like Death's Decree with like Ghost Spider is also like pretty big too. Especially if he like front load, because it's like a front loaded buff. He has to do it, and then I have the opportunity to like kind of like counter it. But I don't know, in that like situation, I felt like pretty okay, like giving. So I only did one, and it was like give Toad cover, which felt fine, but that didn't matter. So
yeah. Well, he did survive the first hit, just like you wanted. Actually, you got just enough power to fall back. But God, the second hit, it was just what is the name? Winter Soldier just wiped you out.
Exactly.
Did you find that the terrain was causing you problems then? Because it seems like Ghost Spider is kind of a linchpin to this advantage that you have over Liam.
I was okay on the terrain. Like he like chose the other side to like basically like make it a little awkward for me with like the size 3 there, which felt fine. I was actually like going to play Dormammu in this like setup, but like this purple piece of terrain or whatever, like the container there is like perfect. I'm pretty sure it's perfectly sized where he won't fit on there.
Oh,
and him not being able to like just have like the auto like hammer grab kind of sucks.
Yeah.
A little, so
that's
but
DeLuca.
Otherwise, yeah,
that's you can send your hate mail to DeLuca, Mike DeLuca.
Yeah, it's fine. I think this map is like fine.
DeLuca hates Dormammu. It's
I guess so. Confirmed, yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah, and Rhinos and all the other like the guys who like standing on that like front point and stuff. So
yeah. All right, so it seemed like it just didn't go your way from the start. If it sounds
yeah,
like.
I mean, yeah, I needed things to like go my way. Dice. This is like it can be a rough matchup, and like Liam played it like really well. He made all the right choices and like positionally stuff, and like I needed a little dice, and
Yeah.
sometimes that doesn't happen. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fair.
I was wondering, were you somewhat pleased with your round one? I mean, Toad went down for sure, but with that much killing powers, one model is kind of you have to expect one thing to go down, basically. But you managed to like set things up pretty well for round two, I think, and 4-4 is not bad against this roster. So
Yeah, no, I felt really great with like how things played out, and yeah, I don't know. Like turn one felt great. Like Toad like getting flipped is probably gonna happen. It's just making it as annoying as possible for like Liam to like do so and flip him. And I did, and yeah, but then things just kind of like fell apart there. Yeah, like the Shang activation, like him like flopping when he had like the charge like set up perfectly. That was like
Mm.
that felt like kind of things went away from me there, especially with like two attacks in Thanos and like yeah. Even if I got like a push on like even if I like poked him for one even without the stagger, pushing him away, forcing him to like use some resources to like get back in would have been totally fine, but couldn't make that happen either. So
right.
All right, Huggy Bear, any other questions for Pastrami?
Yeah, I mean, since you were pleased with, or rather pleased with round one, where do you think, where did you feel that things turned sour
yeah, so it's
on
like
round?
so like round two, like with Chung like failing sucked. And then yeah,
I think it was the spec
Mile or
getting one shot, wasn't it?
Spectacular. Yeah, him just getting
Yeah.
one shot twice randomly
Yeah.
was cool and neat. But no, Liam like even like played it well too. Like so he didn't get like blown out. He like walked in first and like dared me to spider tracker. So I had enough money for what's its nuts, the Death Decree like sword
Master
master.
Swordsman, yeah.
Yeah, so like I think that's like he played it like well perfectly, and if I do that, you just like can follow up then with like a charge afterwards. So yeah, I mean, I just needed to not have him roll as many more hits than he had dice on the attacks twice, 2 times in a row. So
yeah. John, Pastrami, where are people going to find you next? What's your next big away event?
I mean, I'm still lunch meets are still going. I'll be at like a local in Kenosha coming up here in like a week and a half. So
Oh, nice.
otherwise, big majors probably like squad goals, I'd say, unless there's like some other like regional thing between now and then. Oh,
Okay.
Adepticon, that's regional. Yeah, I might be there.
Oh, yeah, Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's a convention that's in Milwaukee. Yeah, maybe I'll be there. We'll see.
Oh, so you don't have a ticket yet, but you're thinking about it.
I don't have a ticket. I assume like event tickets haven't gone on sale yet.
I think they go on sale in the just after the new year. Yeah. So
Perfect.
can you drive to Milwaukee, or would you need to stay over?
I can. So I'm like an hour and like 10, 20 minutes away. So like I could drive each day. I'll probably just get a hotel because having to sit in a car for 2.5 hours per day sucks.
Yeah. After playing all day is exhausting.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Liam, we're going to start off with a question we have from one of the viewers. Red Cottle was asking, did you at least give him a reach around?
I didn't, but I did say like it was brutal. Like there was definitely a couple of brutal dice rolls in my favor for that. The turn 2 and 3 was massive, I think.
Tell me about that though, because the thing about Red Skull 3, especially with Baron Zemo, is that he's known to roll pretty much get a hit for each die almost that he rolls. So what hits do you think were a little out of the ordinary that surprised you?
The Zemo ones weren't. The Bucky, I think, rolled 6 successes on the cover 3 health Toad was big, because then if he didn't crit, he had no way of blocking it. Then there was the Red Skull as well. Just again, like I think he did even a 5 dice into Miles on cover and still did 2 damage. There's a couple of them that are. I also didn't sold that. I only sold that once this game, which felt quite weird.
You did use the Hydra tactics though, really nicely.
Yeah, tactic. I think Bucky is still really strong in this one. This is actually probably one of his worst on like the Scoundrels, just because the cover kind of removes his ability to his great range to not be as effective. But I felt like the turn 0 I couldn't go wide because Nebula just feels really bad on this mission. Just because if he sees I'm playing
Never
Nebula, he's just gonna
contests.
hug. Yeah, he's just gonna always hug Scoundrel.
Why did you move
And
the
then,
board? Oh, sorry. Keep going.
oh yeah, go.
No, why did you move the board to put the truck, the garbage truck by you?
Because this size 3 here, I didn't want him to be able to go into the middle and then stand the other side of it, and me having to spend Thanos' displacement to pull models line of
Okay.
uh,
So line of
and it's
sight
also
issue, was it?
I'm the only one that can remove it because I'm the only one that's got to like I said with Red Skull. So like it gets removed when I want, and it blocks line of sight for Bucky and that. Like he can't then shoot Bucky, which obviously came up there if he had to spend Shang's push to push Bucky off the point so that Gwen could see him rather than being able to like push Thanos,
All right.
make Miles' turn better on turn 2. Because I think if he didn't put Bucky, he just moves Thanos to there, and then attacks Zemo, gets a power, and then just Venom Blast Thanos' hammers off him.
Yeah.
And then doesn't even matter about picking them up. He's just I'm not scoring bigger.
Exactly, yeah.
Liam, the
And
other
that's
thing
kind of
we were surprised about your gameplay was how often you activated Thanos quite early in the round, when conventional wisdom is to always do him as the bitter end, if at all possible.
Yeah, I found when I started going up on attrition on end of turn 2, I didn't need to go last with him because like Red Skull can just pseudo go last and trade with a model because he just gets to displace it. And if people are Thanos goes first, spends all his power, then people attack if he gets power back, and he can spend it increase rather than him going last, having to save power to do his displacement because he can roll bad, and if he rolls no damage on one attack, it could just be I don't have access to Cosmic Portal, I don't have access to like defensive tech cards further down the line. If I go in 1st, I can at least punish models, hopefully. And also it saves, like definitely when Gwen was alive on last turn, removing Gwen was the most important.
Yeah.
If she lived, I think, like you say, Johnny would be in a more favorable position because she's the one that spends the, which means Miles still has his 5 going into that turn, and then he can actually use his entire kit because then he just Venom Blast. Obviously, like has to get rid of my ability, Red Skull, but like can Venom Blast whoever's got a hammer actually pick it up. The problem was that once he spent the all webbed up, he only had 2 powers. He never kill, like actually get the Venom Blast off and pick up the hammer. Power economy is just not there to like do 4 or 5 damage on
exactly.
any of the models really.
Okay, cool. Huggy Bear, what are your thoughts for Liam?
I think my questions were mainly about the team construction here, and I think we've covered that with the option of Nebula and something else. But yeah, I've had, like I said, I've myself had the experience of facing down this team with horrendous results, and I think it's a fantastically strong team. And I agree that the combination of Red Skull's leadership and Death's Decree makes Winter Soldier punch even above his good old level for his nerf.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think he's like in this box, he is actually more damaging than he was prior.
Yeah.
He just obviously needs the wild, but like getting
It's
the
just
got
like
your
you
back
have-
steps degree with the leadership access is just amazing.
Yeah, it's not that bad to get the
And-
wild. I think it's like above 50% with like Skull Crit and like 1 reroll. And
Yeah.
God forbid if you give him like 2 rerolls with like a Namor and a Zemo bubble.
If I also play this version, I don't take Dark Rain, which means that both Red Skull's and Zemo's power isn't taxed as heavily, because Dark Rain is actually quite hard to play for the two of them when they want to do the entire kit, and like still pick up objectives and score.
Yeah, I never played like Dark Raid either. Whenever I'm playing Winter Soldier, I just don't have enough massive like
Yeah.
models to play it, and it just never ends up being like worthwhile. It's like generally if there's at least like 3 actual like hitty Cabal models, then it's like worth it. So
You know you have quality attacks when Dark Rain doesn't feel worthwhile.
yeah,
Liam, with the winter months now, you're even further north than I am. You're in the depths of Scotland. What are some tips that you have for the listeners about how to get through the dark nights or dark days and
Okay.
nights?
Well, you go to bed, it's dark. Wake up, dark. Go to work, it's dark. Go to bed, it's dark. It's just
Yeah.
TTS for MCP is the way you get through the dark nights.
Okay.
You just
Got
get
it.
more games in, get the reps. Or if you're like yourselves, obviously in London, you've got a lovely in real life local scene that's
Yeah.
I'm super jealous of. I'd love to be more local, but £140 return flight would just not really be worth
No.
the 2 games.
Are you? Yeah, not for 2 games. Did you sign up to the Mutant Weekender? I can't remember.
I didn't know. Early years still a bit tight, but I am at Nations with Joe and that as a team. I'll be there at Nations this year.
Okay, cool. It'd be nice to see you again.
It
Okay.
will be.
Thank you again, both. Both have a nice holiday break, and congratulations, Liam, for winning round 3. Just 2 more rounds to go before you get the coveted Eurovision Wong trophy.
there's a trophy for this. What the hell? I didn't get one of those.
I don't know. I might have just said that.
I'll just ask Sam. We'll just get one made. You could do the same for like the meat of your lunch meats,
meats?
and just someone just has like a pile of meat little
Yeah.
badges on there.
Yeah. Send him a sandwich.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Just like
Send him a
Jimmy John's
Subway
sandwich or
voucher.
something. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't do that to somebody. There's much better subs than Subway. They don't even use bread. Like, in like according to like the European like justification, it's actually like a cookie that they're getting and not actually bread.
We got to get you over here, man. It'd be actually good to see you in Europe.
Yeah, I'm considering
think they
doing like
locked it
WTC or
WTC,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, that'd be
kind of
great.
gearing towards that. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe don't pick Second Wind Weekend again for like the 40th time.
Well,
time.
we did warn them now. Both events are still, haven't completely committed, and I just want to
Yeah.
put it out there that I have actually, told the guys which dates we're looking at for WTC. I'm not on the committee any longer, but that was like one of the last acts I did before I left. So they
cool.
are aware. So hopefully they could be avoiding that. Yes, because I understand that, and it's certainly not intentional. Just
For sure, yeah. I mean, it just happens. It's like a good weekend or whatever, and
Yeah.
venues are free around then, and people want to play games. So
So, Huggy Bear, it was so nice to see you before the end of the year with Christmas break coming up. I hope you have a lovely time with your family and you get some rest, and look forward to streaming with you more once the new year hits.
Likewise, Norbert, we'll be back properly constitutionalized.
Yeah, we should see. So we're off next week for Christmas. The following week, it's New Year's Day, so it's unlikely that maybe we'll stream later that week. Probably not. So maybe 2 weeks off, and then we'll see what's available to stream, because we will have a new year coming up. That means it'll be a new Eurovision Wong contest. It'll be a new lunch meat contest, and it'll be a new TTS league at some point. They haven't. I don't think they've released the dates just yet. So
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they have.
It's 6th of
Sixth.
January it starts. Yeah, the
It
first.
starts, or is that
mm.
sign up?
No, it starts.
Oof. All right,
believe.
so you got to
Yeah,
sign up.
I'm ready signed up.
Okay,
think-
amazing. So sign up now if you. And
yeah,
that
Europe
means-
is broken into 2 leagues as well, right? It's,
Yes.
Yeah, we've got the Johnny League and then the
I know.
West.
This means I'm gonna have to bounce between them or whatever for my domination to continue.
Just sign up as another account. It's been funny.
Oh God,
That's funny.
maybe, probably not. No, but
All right.
Yeah,
and
6th of January that starts.
All right, cool. 6th of January, sign up for the league then, if you can. Watch, listen to Across the Bifrost podcast. Listen to the Masters of the Multiverse podcast for Huggy Bear. But most of all, play MCP with your friends and spread the word about this wonderful game. And with that, we thank you for watching and have a great day or night ahead.
Bye.